for all therapists, our biggest fear is losing our license. And the way we lose our license is by practicing unethically, and a client makes an ethics complaint to the board. The board reviews the complaint and has to make a decision whether to discipline your license or take your license. So again, having so much experience, having served on the board with processing complaints, when you come in and I hear something in your voice, or I hear you articulating something that might be an ethical dilemma, first thing I'm going to encourage you to tell me the whole story. I need to know the whole story. It's sort of like the client who lies to their attorney, and then they get in front of court, and it's like, wait a minute, you should have told me this. And the client is at a disadvantage in front of the judge. It's the same thing. I can't help you if you don't tell me what's going on. I'm a type of therapist and supervisor who wants to keep things confidential, that it's in the best interest of you developing as a therapist. One of the most common complaints on licensees to the licensing board is related to boundary crossings and something they call dual relationships. And the board can receive 10 different complaints that all look very different, and once they evaluate them, they all are boundary issues in getting into multiple relationships with the client. So you should have one relationship with the client, and that is you're licensed to treat mental distress through psychotherapy. Once you start to get into advocacy type of roles or doing business with your client, where suddenly you're becoming a customer purchasing their product, and then you have a falling out or a dispute about the pay. So this is something that new therapists, they don't really think about, and it's normal because you've done this for a long time, but I help them be proactive about managing those boundary crossings. You know, look, let's talk about this other work you're doing with your client that seems to be outside of the realm of doing therapy.